Hello and namaste. I am Harshala and I welcome you to my channel. By the title, we know that we are reading pink books. So basically, books that have pink cover. And initially, this video was supposed to go live somewhere around March because I picked all these books in the month of February, yes, for the Valentine's Day month. And these are all romances, and I actually had 5 books that I wanted to read for this video, but in the month of February I did end up reading one book. It is somewhere on the shelf. It is by LC Silver, called Flawless, from the Chestnut Spring series. It is the first book in the series, and I instantly fell in love with the writing and the author, and I am reading another book by the same author in this video. But before we get into all of that, let me just show you all the books that I want to read in this video, so that I can give you the tropes and just tell about or talk about the books that we are going to read in this video. So the first book that I want to read is, these books are not in any particular order, I will be reading as and what I feel like reading. So the first book that I have is called Love on the Brain. Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. I have to say, this is the only book from this video which I have no expectations at all, no expectations, because I read Ali Hazelwood's The Love Hypothesis. I think it is the first book from the same series. I don't remember the name of this series. I think it is the Love Hypothesis series only. So this is the second book in that series, and all I know about this book or this series is that the couples here are from the field of STEM basically, and I have no idea what this book is about. But I have to say, when I picked up the Love Hypothesis, I did not enjoy the book at all. Also, I did not like the writing as much as I would have liked, and because I already bought this book, Ali Hazelwood's book, I thought that I should give it a try. But if I do not like her book like this one, I am not going to buy more of her books, at least for this year. So yeah, the first book here is Love Hypothesis, and I have no idea what the tropes are. If I do end up reading this book, I will mention all the tropes in the video somewhere, or maybe when I'm reading the book, I'll talk to you guys about, or during my review. Also, I plan to do the reviews at the end of the video. The second book is the most anticipated read for so many people. Honestly speaking, this book is the reason why I wanted to do this entire video. A pink book, oh my god, this is the first book that I own which had a pink cover. Happy Place by Emily Henry. We all know it is a very 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 hyped book. I don't know what this book is all about. I do remember reading the blurb of this this book when I did my book haul video. I think the very first book haul video, and you do not get this cover on Amazon now. I purchased the entire Emily Henry collection except People We Meet on Vacation, and I have to say the covers that we get in India are absolutely oh my god, they are so terrible. They are very cringy. That being said, the tropes in this book I remember are second chance romance, and they were college sweethearts, and the entire plot is somewhere, I don't remember both the characters' name, but I do remember, I think Harriet or Harry, I think so, was one of the characters. And the thing is that they were college sweethearts, and then they break up, and they go on a trip with their friends or family, or some people they know, but they haven't told anyone or revealed that they have broken up. They haven't shared the news, and that is why when they go on trip, they end up in the same room, because no one knows that they have broken up. And I think this is the second chance romance that people talk about. So we'll see what Happy Place holds. Then this book, oh my god, after reading like Flawless, I instantly knew that I love Elsie Silver's writing, and that is why I picked up Wild Love. I did, pick this book up on 23rd or 24th of June while I was commuting. I did pick up this book and I read the first two chapters, and I have to say, like, I am impressed, okay? The writing is good, very good, and the tropes here are single dad, and she is his best friend's younger sister. He is the best friend's the brother's best friend. Yeah, brother's best friend. So yeah, he's single dad, brother's best friend. Obviously this is forbidden romance, and yeah, I don't remember much, but all I know is that the main female character here, Rosie, I think. Yeah, Rosie. Yeah, Rosie, and the main guy here is Ford. Ford, Ford, yeah. So Ford here is grumpy and Rosie is the sunshine, and Rosie absolutely like hates her job, and something happens and she like comes back to her hometown, and Ford is like kind of starting up. He's like opening his own recording studio or something on those lines, and he had no idea that he has a daughter. She like ends up on his door one fine day, like she's around 9 or 10. So like he has no idea about parenting, and further than that I don't know what happens in the book, but I know, like I am giving this one at least a 4 stars because it is really good, okay? Writing is really good, and yeah, when I will like read further, I will show you guys. The first book that we will be reading in this video is Red, White and Royal Blue. Like this is the 4th book, but I'm reading it first. So Red, White and Royal Blue is a gay romance, and this is my second gay romance, okay? I read God of Fury and I absolutely loved it, and that is why I want to pick this up. And they also have an Amazon Prime Video movie, so I am like very excited. This is Henry here, who is a real life prince like in the book, and this is Alex, who is like the president's son. So yeah, that is all I know. This is obviously a forbidden romance, and it is enemies to lovers, so I'm really excited. So just let's get into the book. Oh my god, guys, if you have seen the trailer, and I just want to give you this spoiler because oh my god, it is so worth it. If you haven't, please go and watch the trailer on Amazon Prime Video. Like it was like a full circle moment, okay? You remember how the entire cake like falls on both our guys. I reached that point, and the scene is like so different from like what I imagined it to be. I thought maybe because they are like enemies to lovers, they will be fighting or something like that. Oh my god, what happens is like so freaking different from what I imagined it to be. I have to say, like, the writing is very engaging. It is a good book. The writing style is different from what I have read, but it is very engaging, okay, very entertaining. I am on page like 19 and I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and I will see you like as and when the story progresses, okay? I'm loving it. There is this one sentence that where Alex says that he is his arch enemy, arch nemesis, I think. Yeah, the word was arch nemesis. Apart from that, I am not like getting the enemies to lovers or the enemies vibe at all, so we'll see how true that trope is. But yeah, so far like I am enjoying it and it is fun, okay? You'll have fun, and the relationship between Alex and his sister June is like very cute, very funny. And Nora, oh my god, Nora is like this third wheel in their relationship. Like they are siblings, okay? And Nora is June's best friend, and by default Alex has like entered there. No, Nora is not the third wheel. Alex is the third wheel in their relationship. Like Nora and June are like best friends, and Alex has like declared himself like a part of their friendship, and now they are this group, they are this trio who is like very fun to be around. And I absolutely love when there are friendships involved in a romance book. Like I look forward to such books. Yeah, we'll see what happens further. Guys, I've made quite a lot of progress. and I am at like page 152. And this at this point, like, you know, they are together, like not exclusively together. They are like trying to figure out what they are. But I have to say, like, it is not giving, you know, that much enemies to like lovers. It is like they are not really enemies. Okay, it was kind of a misunderstanding. So yeah, if you're expecting like ghamasan yudh between enemies, no, that's not happening. But I have to say, like, the banter in this like entire book, like so far 150 pages in, is so freaking like good, like so freaking good. Like, I have no other words. The banter is like everything. Like, I live for Alex and Henry to like banter, and oh my god, they talk so intelligently. So now they are like exchanging these emails, and in the book also it is like properly like mentioned as emails, like written as emails. And oh my god, the words, like, I sometimes, like, when Henry talks, I feel like a foolish person. Okay, I feel like a dumb person, like, as straight as that, even though it is like not that difficult. And there is a lot of talk about politics, and somewhere I feel that as a Indian, the politics that we have and the news that we follow is like so freaking different than what happens in the states. And it was slightly like confusing, but not that confusing. Like, it will not, you know, take away from your reading experience. But yeah, so far, like, you know, SMSs, emails, letters, I am here for it. Okay, so yeah, like I said about the banter, I just want to like I want you guys to like read this one thing. So, his royal horniness. Okay, this is how they're talking on emails. Henry is like Alex is obviously the cooler one. He is like the sunshine here. He has a more open personality. Henry is not as grumpy as I would have liked him to be as a prince, but he's a softie. Okay, Alex is obviously a sunshine and a softie, but Henry's character is like too intense. And I know, like, I somewhere know, like, he has a past which I don't know, like, the words that the right words to describe. So basically, his past is like very intense, not that dark, but intense. Okay, basically, I somewhere feel like he's an INFP. Okay, Henry is an INFP. He feels too deeply. Like, I could relate to him because I am an INFP, and I know, like, when you spot a INFP, you just know it. Talking about the emails, we are moving on to the chapter 7. We are on page number 157, and I think I will read for some more time, maybe 100 more pages or maybe 50 more pages till I like get that. Like, I at least want to read like 200 pages, like reach 200 pages, and then we will like contemplate कि सोना है या continue करना है read करना. So let's continue reading. Okay, as a Potterhead, as a Harry Potter fan, I am massively, monstrously offended. Okay, like, I am so freaking offended right now. Like, there is this conversation they're having about Harry Potter on page 160, and I am just like really offended. That is the only thing that I have to say. If you have read this book, do let me know in the comments below. Do you agree with Henry or with Alex? Oh my god, you guys, like, I overread, okay? You know how we say just one more chapter or one more page. I just got carried away. So I am at page number 234 and I finished the chapter 8. We are gonna start at chapter 9. So just let me put my bookmark so that tomorrow when I pick this book up, I know where I need to start. So yeah, so far I have to say like the chemistry is so freaking sizzling. I can see, okay, why this book was made into a movie, and it is like a well deserved book. The chemistry is so freaking sizzling. The book is like funny, okay? There are pieces, there is a lot of like conversation happening between the friends, between the couple, that will like just crack you up, like straight up crack you up, and you will enjoy this book. There were only 15 to 20 pages in between that I felt dragged and I did not enjoy them as much as I would have. But the characters, okay, the characters when they are like together, the whole group, like Alex's sister June and her best friend Nora, and Henry's sister B, and Henry's best friend Pez. Yeah, Pez. Whenever like one of them or like more than one of them is there around, the book is like such a treat with them around. And I absolutely love Zara's character, okay? She was such a big surprise. Like when I saw the trailer of the movie, I knew like her character, I like the actor that plays that character, but in the book, like the words that come out of her mouth, I literally had to pause, and I was like, my entire life flashed in front of me. I was like, ये कैसे कोई बोल सकता है? Like, oh my god, you have to read this book. I will catch up with you guys tomorrow morning. I'm catching up after a day. So I did finish reading Red, White and Royal Blue yesterday night, and yesterday whole day was spent like filming and editing and like uploading. I did post yesterday my mid-year reset for the month of July, and I have like just 3 things to talk about this book. One, it is unnecessarily lengthy. Like this book should have been like 100 pages less than what it is. Like it is like a 410 pages book. It should have been like finished in like 280 to like 310 pages is what I personally feel. Apart from that, the chemistry is like sizzling. I already spoke about it, and of course like the hype around this book is like real, okay? I see why book girlies love this book, and it is a really good book for someone like who is like not from the community. Like from the outside, I feel like this does justice to the entire gay romance thing going on, is what I feel. If you are someone from the community, do let me know like if they have like represented it like perfectly or like correctly, or if there was something wrong, do let us know, because we are all here to learn. That being said, July is like the Pride month, and I think if there are 2 books that I have already read and I already recommend, is like obviously Red, White and Royal Blue and God of Fury. And I like this book, okay? For the ratings, I'm like gonna save it for the end of the video. And I have to like say like this is a good book, okay? It is not a bad book, but it should have been shorter. And if you have been around on my channel, you guys know like such a picky reader I am when it comes to books. Like I hate books that are like unnecessarily like long. That being said, I already picked up Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood, and it is like the second book in the series, the Love Hypothesis series. And here we have like 2 main characters, B and Levi, and we haven't like heard of Levi. Like Levi is right now not in picture, like he has been like spoken of, like B is like talking about and discussing about him, but he's like still like in a different state right now. And like the thing is like they were in the same PhD program. Like he is the senior, 5 years senior I guess, and she has been like offered a job at NASA for like 3 months, a project on NASA at NASA, and he is like the co-manager. So yeah, that is there. And the thing is, this book like instantly like gave me like, it screamed like enemies to lovers so loudly. Like I am loving the vibe going on. Like with Love Hypothesis, like for me personally, I took like 150 pages to like literally get in the book, and I guess then I got in the book like just for like maybe 50 pages, and then I again got bored. With this one, this is like really interesting, okay? So our girl B here is like running this Twitter account, anonymous, and it is called What Would Mary Do? And there is this woman who is like in the 1880s, like she was into the field of like research, and our girl here is a new neurobiologist or neuroscientist, and our guy here is a neuroengineer. I don't remember from the blurb, but I just want you to like read this blurb. Can you see this name? Like the names here from the girl side, like her friends, her family, like her sister, like their names are so difficult to pronounce. Our girl here is B and our guy here is Levi Ward. So like his surname is like very simple, and our girl side of like the people, they are all like Germans and they have German name, and I have no idea how they are pronounced. Right now, like our girl is like on the plane, like in the plane, and like I said, like she is like running this Twitter account anonymously, and she makes a friend like another anonymous Twitter account who is a guy, and like I have like 99% of like confidence like that guy is like Levi, but we don't know yet. But from what I read, like I am 26 pages in. Yeah, I have finished like reading 26 pages, and from what I see is like Levi here is not a real grumpy. Okay, he is like just misunderstood is what I feel. But our girl B has like colorful hair, like she has purple hair, pink hair, she has piercings and like whatnot, like. And our guy Levi is like a tall guy is what we know of him. Like he's like really handsome, tall, he's like a mountain man is how like she has described him. So when I read further, I will definitely like let you know like how the story goes. But so far like I'm hooked. Okay, as I said, like I entered this book like without any expectations, but the moment this book's like screamed enemies to lovers, I was like, count me in, like I am gonna be on the team, and I'm really hoping like this book is like much better, like, at least like 50% better than what the Love Hypothesis was, because I know like people like Ali Hazelwood, people love Ali Hazelwood, and I want to like feel the magic that you all feel when you read her books. So yeah, let me continue reading and then I'll talk to you guys when I have something to talk about. Yeah guys, like I should have like waited, but you know Levi is giving me like, though like B is like feeling that like this cold vibe from him, he's giving like the softest vibe. Like he is a softie, I can tell you, like he's like the softest human being like you'll ever read about is what I feel like. I know like he loves her or maybe likes her, like he has some feelings for her which are like obviously she's unaware of, because back then when like they were like working together, I think 5 or 6 years ago, she was like engaged to some other guy, and obviously after that like Levi like completely turned into an a-hole. So that is what, you know, they call him, because the surname is like Ward. She and her sister call him like Ward ass. So Ward ass is what they are like calling him, and we are also calling him, but I don't think that we should call him, because I feel like he is like the best guy so far. Like I haven't like even heard a single word from him. So when he comes in picture, we'll see what it is. But I somewhere know like he's gonna be a good boyfriend, okay, a good book boyfriend. So let me get back to reading. I don't know. No, I am not like giving out the twist, but I think like I'm like speechless. Like this twist is like a big twist. Okay, let me see. Like if oh my god, I'll like talk to you guys. I'm like speechless right now. Speechless. Guys, I did not like on the. I literally spoke about one entire book and then started talking about another one. Shit. Okay, I have to like start again. Just give me a moment because my bookmark is like fallen down. So I actually like spoke about this book, but then I realized that my mic is not working. So here I am talking about Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood again. Again, telling you guys that I like picked this book up with zero expectations, like zero at all, like no expectations at all. Like I was not even expecting the writing style to be my type, or anything. Like, okay, I was not even expecting this book to crack me up or make me feel things, but it did. Okay, the writing style is so freaking good. Like, when people say like Ali Hazelwood's writing is like they make you feel things, I did feel the magic of Ali Hazelwood's writing in this book. Okay, I absolutely loved it. So far, like, this is gonna be like one of my best romance books for 2024, and I am not like exaggerating. I have to like say the story was good. The plot was good. The characters were like well written. The characters were interesting. Bee's character, oh my god, like she is like such a different character, and she comes from a different background, that is science research background. And for a research background gal, like she is, oh my god, so freaking different. Like she is like unique. Like there are few people who are like as unique as her, and I get, okay, why Levi like falls for her instantly. Okay, about Levi Ward, oh my god, his character is, there are few characters that make you feel, dude, why are you fictional? Levi Ward is that character. Okay, I absolutely love the plot, absolutely love the chemistry, absolutely love the writing. The writing is like pure magic for me. I am reading a good romance book after like almost 2 months, I guess. I think the last book that I read that made me like feel, or like made me just like get out of that reading slump or that creative slump was Not So Truly Yours by Julia Wolf. That is also a new release. And after that, like I was like in such a rut, like I have not read much books, and this book just like made me fall in love with reading all over again. Okay, it brought the magic that you feel when you read books back to my life, and I absolutely loved this book. Then I picked up Happy Place because after reading Love on the Brain, I was like I in a very happy, in a very like good mood, and I really wanted to like pick a very happy book. That is what your expectations are when you like pick a book called Happy Place. And this is my first book by Emily Henry. I have read, like I did start reading Book Lovers, no, Beach Read, I think last month, and I just like read one chapter or two chapters, and then I realized that I don't want to read this book on Kindle. I want to like read a physical copy of that book because the writing style was different. But Happy Place is the first book that I have like made more progress on. I am at page number 226. Chapter 22 is what I'm gonna start. So I've like finished 21 chapters, and the story is about like a second chance romance. And I have to like give you guys a warning. I know like this is so many people's like favorite book, but 226 pages in, I don't see what the hype is all about, where the magic is, where the romance is. Like you will get one chapter in the present where they are on this vacation with their friends, like the couple Vin and god, how can I forget the name? Vin and Harry. So Vin and Harry are like on vacation with their friends. So one chapter is about their present, like what all they are doing in like on the vacation, and one chapter is in the past, like how they met and how their like journey started, how they became friends, and then how they like turned to lovers. And so far, the romance is like totally like missing. The chemistry might be there, but it is not something that will like make you want to read more of this book. Like I was considering like, do I have to like continue reading this? I was like so tempted to like start Wild Love already, because obviously I did like read 2 chapters and I was like so hooked. But yeah, honestly speaking, I'm not quite like loving this book. I will not say like I'm not enjoying this book. I am enjoying this book. Like it is not a romance book. There are quite a few like moments of like romance, but there is like a lot of tension. Like I feel like this book is not a happy book. It is more of a sad book, like almost like 40 to 50% in. I don't feel that I don't feel it. Okay, I'm not feeling like like this book is like something different, or like this book is something that, you know, I just feel like the hype is not worth it, is what I feel. All in all, like after blabbering so much, the thing is that I don't know, like I am liking this book or not. Like I am in two minds. I have almost, like I'm not sure how many. Wait, let me do the math because I don't want to like hang over. So 381 pages is the book, minus 226 is 155. So almost like 150 pages left, like more to go. And we'll see if this book like picks up in the next 155 pages that are left, or it might. I hope that it just doesn't put me in a reading slump. That is what I'm like worried about, because it took me a long while to like get out of this rut. Like the entire month of May and like partial month of June, I was just not feeling it, guys. And now that I am like back and I'm like loving, like I'm able to read, that is like the biggest like achievement. I don't want to stop because I genuinely like love reading. My nights are like incomplete without a book or a Kindle book, a ebook basically. So yeah, I will catch up with you guys when I have a update today or tomorrow. I am not sure, but yeah. I have a update on Happy Place. So there are a few things that I want to talk about, but let me like just give you guys a gentle reminder that, you know, this book or any book that I read is quite personal to me, and whatever I share or whatever my experience is based on whatever the experience that I have had in life. And if I feel emotional while reading a book, that is because, you know, I could relate to it. If I don't, that is because I couldn't relate to it. So this review is like my personal review, and somewhere I felt like, okay, the writing style is good, okay, very good. I would love to read like more books by Emily Henry, no doubt in that. I absolutely loved her writing style. The characters were like well written. I would say like the characters were very raw, very real. They were flawsome. They were like not perfect, which I absolutely love, because this is like a good fictional book when it comes to characters, because the issues that, you know, they spoke about are so real. I, you know, could relate to the main character, female character Harriet, whose point of view this entire book is told from. Our main guy here is Vin, and his point of view is not like shared, like only the dialogues or, you know, whatever he says are like is like shared. So I have to say, like, this book did not feel like a romance book for me. It did feel like the cover does justice to book, okay? Like they go on a vacation to this place that is their happy place, and you know, the entire summer vibe is there. There is like this friendship that was there, but I was not a big fan of their friend group, okay? In this book, I did not actually quite enjoy their friendship. Second thing, this book did not feel like a romance book for me, okay? There was chemistry, I would not deny it. Vin and Harriet like definitely were like couple. They were like couple goals when they were. Sometimes, okay, I will say just sometimes, but majority of this book felt like Harriet having a quarter life crisis and like trying to figure things out. Like she is so in her own head, like everything is like so. And you know, the thing is that I know someone who is like similar to Harriet. Like one of my best friend is similar to Harriet, and I could relate to her. Like these are the conversations that my best friend has had with me. And you know, when she was like now she's elder to me, okay? My best friend is elder to me, but when she was in her like that quarter life crisis era, these were the like exact similar thoughts that she had. And when Harriet says it, like it did make sense, okay? So this is not a bad book. per se. But if you tell me that this is a romance book, I would say it is not. Okay, it is not a romance book. If you're like picking this book up with expectations of like from cover to cover you're gonna get just romance, no, that is not happening. There are very few like swoon worthy moments. Okay, there are very few romantic moments. This book is majorly about Harriet and her, her mental state, her emotional state, her crisis that she is going through. Not only like her quarter life crisis when it comes to her career or her love life, her entire life is in crisis. Okay, and it is like how she navigates it. And somewhere I feel like the career part was like so freaking relatable. Like I have been through it, I have friends who have been through it. But coming back to the romance part of it, I will say this is not the romance book that I personally would love to like reread, because it is emotionally heavy. Okay, this book is very emotionally heavy for people who have been through like hard times, difficult times. That being said, like that is my entire review. Okay, I did not feel like this is a good romance book, but I do feel like that this is a good book. If you want me to reread it as a romance book, I won't. If you want me to reread, or if you want me to recommend this book to someone who is like in their like mid 20s or like late 20s or maybe early 30s, go ahead and read this. This book is gonna be like, it is gonna be like relatable. Okay, it doesn't matter if you have been in love or you haven't, if you have good parents or good familial bonds, or good friendships, or you don't have a friend group, it doesn't matter. Okay, I know that every single person is gonna relate at some point to Harriet somewhere. Okay, the fourth and the last book that we are gonna read in this video is Wild Love. After reading Happy Place, I really genuinely needed some time off reading romance. Happy Place was a heavy book for me personally, and that is why I decided that I will like keep this book aside. I know like this is a very light, very fluffy, very cozy kind of book. Not much of like a heavy, much of heavy content is in here, but I just wanted to read like something else, and I did. I read on Kindle as usual. So yeah, coming back to this book, I am 350 pages in by now, and I can like tell you guys one thing. Okay, I had like so many misconceptions about this book and the entire series. First things first, this Rose Hill series is not a cowboy romance, it is a small town romance, and this is my first small town romance book. Okay, I'm a dark romance reader, and this was like surprisingly a good surprise, I think. Yeah, that is how I want to like put it together. So Wild Love is obviously about this guy Ford, who I don't know how I like forgot this fact. Like this is like the first, like this is in the like on the first page itself, it mentions that he is like a billionaire, and like he has been like selected as the hottest billionaire, like top 100 or top 50 something. And yeah, that guy like doesn't like that kind of attention at all. His father is someone who's like a musician, and another thing that I noticed is like Ford's sister is the main character of the Chestnut Spring series book 2, Heartless. I think I have the book, I am yet to read it. I think her name is Villa, I think so, I'm not too sure. Yeah, but that is how the connection is, and I have to like give a good like mention to Elsie Silver for writing such a wholesome book. Like I have I'm 338 pages in, and she has like written the best book boyfriend ever. Okay, period. Like I am not even going to argue. If you don't agree or if you disagree, you have all the rights to, but for me, when it comes to small town romances, Ford is always going to be like the standard. And honestly speaking, this entire video I have gotten like such good book boyfriends. Oh my god, like men, fictional men. I just wish, I just wish that these men were like real. But anyway, moving on. Okay, so like I told you guys when I spoke about this book, that Ford has his daughter from sperm donation, and her actual parents, like the parents who brought her up, her father has like passed away due to a illness, and her mother is like going through depression, and that is why she needs help of Ford. And yeah, so that is when he steps in, and oh my god, that moment, even before like there was any romance involved, Ford like made his place in my like heart forever. Okay, this guy, this freaking guy is an example to all the book boyfriends out there, even my dark mafia romance guys, even Christian Harper, even Kristen Alistair, every freaking one that I love, that I like consider like high up there. This guy, guys, take notes from this guy. Okay, Ford is the guy. Okay, he is the man. He might have done like some random stupid things, like very minor, nothing against the main female character, but he is like just the standard. He's like a hands-on father when he doesn't even know what parenting is. Okay, like imagine one fine day a daughter stands at your doorstep and says that you are my father and now I need you to parent me. Like any other father would have like freaked out, and he is freaking out. He doesn't know what to do, but the way he handles it, it is like his character is such a well written character. मतलब मैं अब क्या ही बोलूँ यार. This book has given me butterflies. It has made me giggled. It has made me laugh. I have like jumped. I have like, you know, I have done every freaking thing that a book girl does. And the reason is only Ford. Okay, Ford is it. Ford Grant Jr. is his name. And Rosie, oh my god, her character, especially when she is with his daughter Cora, exceptional. Okay, I did not expect this. Like I did expect like the same old, like, you know, when there is a child involved, the female gets like all mushy and all motherly and you know, all maternal. I did not expect this kind of bond from like Rosie. And Cora's character, oh my god, the moment she opens her mouth, you are like going to burst out laughing. Okay, that kid has her sarcasm level up to like 1000, and it is like unmatched. Okay, all the characters are like so well written, and the banter between them, oh, the banter between them. Okay, so I don't want to spoil this book for you, because like I'm 5000% sure like every freaking one needs to like, this entire video is like exceptional. Okay, there are few videos where I have like criticized that don't ever read this book, like don't waste your time, but all the books in this video deserve to be read. Okay, there is this diary that a girl Rosie used to write when she was a teenager, and she like throws it away. Ford goes out and searches for it. Ford keeps her diary for I think 10 years. Oh, I actually forgot. Rosie is like employed at Ford's office because she had to like, she was like kicked out of her job due to something that happens at her job, and she has a boyfriend when she comes here. So like a good 10-12 chapters, okay, she has a boyfriend, but her relationship status is like complicated. Yeah, and Ford like employs her, and they exchange this it reminded me so much of Red, White and Royal Blue. Like they have these email exchanges, and I think I did show you guys one of them. It was like hilarious, like and I love their banter so much, okay? And this guy is like head over heels, and I don't know, I can't even like find the phrase. Like, Ford has been in love with Rosie for like ever, and this girl has no freaking clue, not one single clue, okay? She was considering him like his like kind of nemesis, but not nemesis, just basically she thought of him like a grumpy asshole, and he was not, okay? He was just like a very awkward kind of person, and he was just an introvert. But you know how sunshines are, so Ford is grumpy, Rosie is like sunshine, and that is like true with them. Like, I loved the entire chemistry, everything that is going on in this book. Like, I don't want to spoil this book more. Yeah, I think you should definitely read this book, but I have to like yet to finish, and there is like not much to the plot, but I want to finish this book like right now. I have like what, okay, I have good 100 pages left, so I'll take like at least 2 to 2.5 hours to like finish this book, and then I will catch up with you guys, because this video is like gonna turn out to be so long, which I do not want. But yeah, let me continue reading. Okay, so now that I've finished reading Wild Love, I wanted to like reserve my like review kind of, because I've spoken a lot about what goes on in the book, and I have like showed you guys as well. Like, I will like mention before I like show you the pages, that you can skip it if you don't want any spoilers. But yeah, I want to talk about Red, White and Royal Blue first. So I will suggest that this book is good. It is very nicely written. It has a lot of swoon worthy moments, and the banter is like the cutest. Like, the exchange between them is the sweetest. But the movie sucked, okay? Like, they cut off like June's character. She, like, Alex doesn't have a sister in the movie. That was so freaking disappointing. I don't know, like, for me, I loved their entire, I spoke to you guys in detail about this, okay? I absolutely loved their entire friendship and the bond that was going on. And I was disappointed in the movie. Of course, the book is obviously better, but I wish this book was like shorter. Nevertheless, this book gets a 3-star from me. It is a good book. Do give it a try if you are into romance books. Yeah. Also, it doesn't have much spice. Like, maybe there is one scene here and there, but not much is in detail. So yeah. The second book that I read was Love on the Brain, okay? And this book was such a freaking surprise. It, like, literally, I did not expect anything from this book, okay? And I was like shook, because this book is so freaking good. I don't know why people don't talk about this book. I have not heard even a single person talk about this book. Like, maybe it is because like this book is quite old, like maybe 2 or 3 years old. I'm not too sure about the publication date, but yeah, this book is like one of the finest romance books that I have ever read. It is well written, the banter is like epic, and the characters are also very good. And Levi Ward, he is your book boyfriend. He is like everything. So I give this book a good 4.75 stars, and that is, I suppose, like the highest that I have given to any freaking book this year. Like 4.5 के ऊपर तो मैं गई नहीं हूँ. I have not even touched. Like this is one of the best books, and like this copy I think I got it from like Churchgate's roadside. They sell na for 100 rupees. So I'm like investing in a original book now, because oh my god, I definitely want to reread this book and annotate this book. I absolutely like loved this book. Loved this freaking book. Then I read Happy Place, and this book I had obviously high expectations, and I think that it is a good book. Okay, I actually went on internet and I actually tried to figure out what exactly is going on with the tropes, the vibe of this book, and turns out this is a contemporary romance, and the themes are very heavy. It made me cry at a certain point. I'm not sure if I'm like including that like clip, or maybe I might just like crop it when I like cry ugly. There is this one scene, it completely broke me down. Okay, if you're reading this book as a romance book, you might get disappointed like me, but if you're reading it just for the story of the main female character, that is Harriet, like the entire book is from her point of view, you will not get disappointed. In fact, if you are like in your mid-20s or like early 30s, you will definitely like relate to Harriet so freaking much. So I give this book a 3.5 stars. Not a good book romance wise, but a very nicely written book. And if you are into like emotional shit and like you can tolerate heavy stuff, go ahead and read this. The last book that I read was Wild Love, and if not by the number of book tabs that I've used, you can guess how good this book was. You might have like seen my reactions. I was like jumping, screaming, yelling, shouting. All my reactions, my entire family was like, isko koi pagal khane mein chhod ke aa jao. Like I was like reacting like a crazy person. But yeah, this book is so freaking good. Like so fine. Okay, Ford is like such a fine man. Like oh my god, this entire video has turned out to be such a joy treat. So the thing with this book is like it is such a well written book, it is such an engaging book. It is a 440 pages book, I guess, and I did not like, I just wanted more of it. Okay, I would have loved it if it was a 550 pages book. It was like such a good book. Ford is just like fine, and this book is like such a finely written book. I am absolutely in love with the small town romance trope, and like now I'm going to like hunt for books that are like small town romance, and this one has spice. Okay, this one has like crazy spice. The other books did have spice, but like I said, Ford is just like fine. Okay, and yeah, this book gets a 4.5 star from me. So if I have to like pick top 2, obviously it is going to be number 1 is Love on the Brain, number 2 is Wild Eyes. I can like reread them. Like I know I'm gonna reread them in the next 4 to 5 months, like before this year ends, at least one of them, and I can't actually choose, so I might like just read both of them. Okay, so yeah, that is what my reading experience was with these books. Do let me know if you have read any of these books mentioned, if you liked them, if you didn't, what you didn't like, and if you have read any other books from the same author, or if you have small town romance suggestions, please let me know, because now I am like craving some good small town romance books. And yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you in my next video. Until next time, stay flawsome.